Hey, what's up guys? MaximusBlack here, bringing you Game 3 between myself, starting over here in the top left position, and Spun, the Master Level Terran, starting over here in the top right position. Of course, this is Shakur's Plateau, and most of you guys probably already know that if you start here in the top right position, your enemy can only start in the bottom left or the top left, and vice versa. If you start up here in the top left, your enemy can only be here or here. So if you didn't know that, now you know, so don't ever bother scouting the cross position from you because they won't be there. I am going to put down a pylon here. Looks like I'm going to do some sort of fast expansion build. And Spawn, on the other hand, just regular opening right now, getting his supply depot, and I'm sure we're going to see a barracks go down at any given moment as well. I'm going to do some fast scouting. This map here, I'm not the biggest fan of, but at the same time, I don't mind seeing it when it shows up on the ladder, only because it's a pretty fair map. There really isn't a race that is really favored. I mean, you know, Zerg almost 9 times out of 10 does a fast expansion on this map, and you can almost bet that they're going to do that, and you can prepare for it. But besides that, really this map is pretty good. There's a big open field here. There's 2 towers. There used to be destructible rocks over here, but they got rid of that. There's this mineral patch here that just nobody ever uses, and it's very open for some drops. Whether you want to do a war prism, and or if you're Terran, you want to do a medevac drop. It's open for that. So this map is a great map for some creative play and for you know, not so boring games. So it looks like I am going to do some sort of forge fast expansion here. Now, I don't know exactly why I chose to do this build. This is a build that I've been learning with my coach, and I've really only been using it against Zergs, not so much Terran. When I am playing against a Terran, I usually do favor the 3-gate fast expansion instead of the forge fast, for a number of reasons. For one, you know, if you get your 3 gateways up, you can kind of hold off any Terran pressure with some good force fields and some decent micro from some stalkers. You know, with the forge fast expansion, it kind of slows you down a bit. I don't know if I necessarily agree with my play here, unless I plan on getting fast upgrades with my expansion, then sure. But I don't think I opt to do that in this match. But we'll see. I don't know exactly what I do. So I'm just sitting here making sure that there's no expansion. The last game, I think I put up a pylon here just to be a dick. And I don't suggest anybody really do that. Even when you're playing against Zerg, I know a lot of people like to throw down a pylon. If you really don't have to throw down a pylon, it's not necessary. I mean, that's 100 minerals unless you can cancel it just before. What your main objective is just to slow it down as much as humanly possible. You actually don't want to slow your own build down by trying to slow down the build of your opponent, because basically that just evens you guys out and you really don't get anywhere. And I'm going to go ahead and chuck down a proxy pylon, totally ignoring the fact of my own suggestion there. But hey, it works, whatever. I seen that he was building a command center, so I decided to be a dick and throw that down there. I don't think it was really necessary, because by the time this finishes, he could bring this marine down and just kill it. That was basically a waste of 100 minerals. And oh my god, he's gonna put down a bunker here. That is not good. And oh, a Reaper coming over here on the side, and I have no stalker because of my forge fast expand. I am getting fast upgrades, but unfortunately I do not have a cybernetics core finished. It is still going right now. Oh no, another Reaper coming into the base. This could be very, very bad for me. He is taking total advantage of the fact that I am trying to be greedy, get a fast expansion and tech up all at the exact same time. And oh my god, 2 kills, 4 kills on this Reaper, and 3 kills on that Reaper, 5 kills. This is not good. 6. 7. 8. 9. The letter of the day is R for rape. I am getting owned by all of these Reapers right now. Both these Reapers with an extraordinary amount of kills. Probably like 7 and 6 apiece. I lost what? Let's take a look at the probes. Oh my god. 14 probes to 23 SCVs. I do have a fast expansion, so I will be able to build up probes fairly quickly. And oh my gosh, he's going to go ahead and get a third expansion. This Marine is taking out this pylon. And now he's lifting off that orbital command. He's going to land it there. It looks like he's going to go for a quick third as well. It looks like he's going to get a little bit greedy, but at the same time, it's really not greedy because he did mass amounts of damage to me, and he knows that I am not going to be able to do an attack at anytime soon. I mean, my probe production is absolutely sour. I'm forced to basically just keep on building probes. I do have both towers, again, very, very important, so I know when he is going to be pushing out with some Marines. Look at this. I'm going to chuck down a proxy pylon down on the other end, and you know what that can only mean here. When I play against any race and I am backed up into the corner, I sometimes like to hide my Dark Temp, my Shrine, somewhere just randomly on the map so that he can't see it. And DTs have been working for me in the series so far. They did a fairly good job for me at Game 1, and they won me the game in Game 2, and it looks like I am going to be chucking down a Twilight Council down here, and I'm pretty sure I chucked down a Dark Shrine here as well. They've been working fairly well for me, and I actually had no plans whatsoever getting DT in this match until he really, really hurt me, and basically at this point, I don't know what to do. I am a lost soul. I have, what, 1 Stalker and 30 SCVs, or probes, sorry, and he has 40 SCVs, and 2 Marauders and 3 Marines and a 3rd base in here already. It looks like he's just going to build up a bunch of SCVs to saturate the natural before, pardon me, he actually takes off and grabs his 3rd, which is actually very, very smart. Gonna fully saturate that natural before, you know, he decides to commit on getting a 3rd base. A lot of players don't do that, and that is a very, very good thing. It looks like we do have a Ghost Academy. I don't think we'll see any nukes, but EMPs have been working for Spun in this series. In Game 1, he showed great use of those ghosts and the EMPs, getting rid of all of my shields. Not only that, using them effectively to see my Dark Temps. My Shrine now going up. I am building up quite a bit of probes at this point. I'm just chronoing the hell out of both of my nexuses, trying to frantically get as many probes as I possibly can because I was so behind after that attack. I'm over here with a couple of Stalkers and a Sentry waiting for another Reaper attack, but I think the damage has been done. I think he totally gave up on that, and that was a great attack. I am going to chuck down a proxy pylon here. It's probably because I do plan on warping out a few DTs to kind of meet units halfway. And the reason why I do that is because sometimes they don't notice. If I can get a couple of DTs over here and pick off some units before they hit to my base, hey, that's a win for me. I am going to put down a proxy pylon nice and close to the base, but he manages to find it, and I cancel that just in the nick of time. Spun grabbing a 4th expansion. This Terran is like a Zerg at this point, and look at this. I'm warping in a couple of DTs. Very sneaky. I'm going over here. Gonna see if I can pick off a few units. Getting rid of 3, 4 Marines, using an EMP, but that's not enough. 5, 6, 7 Marines have gone down at this point, and it stopped an attack. 8 Marines. That was a very, very good attack for me, and he throws down a scan, but I figured that was coming. I quickly backed off and did the damage. You know, got rid of, what, 7 or 8 Marines there, and not only that, stopped an attack that basically would have killed me. And it buys me just a little bit more time. I now have 43 probes, and I have enough. I have enough to be able to really start building some units, and I better start doing that ASAP. I do have an Immortal coming out. I am going to run up here to see what's going on. He has too many missile turrets. Really nothing I can do in this game with DT, so I'm going to be forced to at least switch it up in some way, shape, or form. Look at the supply right now, 113 to 64 for myself. I am way behind. And Spun knows this. He's not getting greedy. He's going to take this into the late game. He's going to take the complete economic advantage. He's going to take map control. And he's already upgrading. This is just all the way bad for me. I'm bringing up a couple of DTs, but he does have a missile turret, and that was not good for me. 4 DTs, and that was a very, very bad investment for me, and I should probably just stop building Dark Temps altogether at this point. They serve their purpose, and there we go. I'm actually going to go down and throw down a 3rd expansion. hey, if he's not going to come and attack me, I might as well start expanding. But I do need to start building some units. I am just taking my sweet old time with the units. Now warping in 4 Stalkers. It looks like we are going to have a fairly big attack here from Spun. That is a sizable amount of units. He's going to run up 1 Marine to see what I have, and I think he feels confident about coming into the base at this point. He's going to come down to force fields. I do chuck down 2 nice force fields, cutting those units in half, and my Stalkers and Immortals are going to be able to take them out, chucking down a force field down here so that the Marines cannot get up close and do damage, and I do warp in a few more Sentries, putting down some more force fields. Those force fields were decent, but I unfortunately just do not have the units to be able to hold this attack off. This is not looking good for me. No siree. Ooh, Templar Archive going down for me as well. But am I going to be able to get out of this? This is not good whatsoever. Chucking down a force field, and it looks like it almost isn't enough. Like he could sneak up there. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Chucking down another force field, trying to delay the inevitable for as long as possible. One good thing about this is I managed to get up a 3rd. I don't think he expects me to have that because of the amount of damage he did to me at the beginning of the game. But I really was not building any units whatsoever, and I probed right up. He has 78 SCVs. Just think about that for a second. 78 out of 143 food is all SCVs. That right there, folks, tells you he has almost 2,000 minerals per minute coming in. He has a 5th expansion going up, and it looks like he's going to be able to see my my 3rd base here at any given moment. And no, he doesn't. He doesn't notice the pylon. Oh, but wait for it. Yes, he does. He notices that I'm up here. Oh dear. I do warp in 1 DT to see what I can do. 1 Marine goes down. Oh, this is not good for me. Throws down an EMP, does nothing. A 2nd DT over here. Looks like I am going to be able to do a little bit of damage with these DTs. Taking out 4, 5, 6 units, 3 kills and 3 kills. Look at this. Cleaning it up right now. He's bringing over the medevacs, going to try to lift them up or pick them up. But no, he doesn't. He's getting extremely greedy, trying to take out this Nexus, but it is just not enough. Those DTs. 17 kills between the pair of them. Wow. And he's backing off now as well. And I was managing to hold this off with some force fields. Now got a high temp out with some of that Psystorm that can just absolutely own Almer. Oh my god. It's like SimCity 3000 up in this mother. At this point, he's got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 barracks. I didn't even know this. I knew I was in some trouble in this game, but I didn't know how big of the pile of crap I was in. I was swimming up to my neck in feces at this point. Spun, I think, is toying with me at this point. He could have ended this game. I'm putting up a wall of cannons because I am desperate. He knows I have this base, and I don't think he gives a flying F. Oh my god. 4, 5 Stargates, a planetary fortress, 163 out of 200, 81 out of 108. Jeff, you might as well just GG out of this game right now, sir. You are finished. 53 probes, 83 SCVs only. I say don't toy with me, finish me. And he's like, okay, sure. I think at this point on the live feeds, don't you have Templar? And he knows I do. At this point on the live feeds, people are like, dude, you were screwed. I'm like, I have a few. Oh, and those medevacs are all dying from that. From those cannons there, using the EMPs on those cannons. What do you do at this point? Oh, but the high temps coming in here and disintegrating most of those Marines, and gets off another Psystorm. I need one more good Psystorm right here, but the EMPs taking out most of the energy, and I just do not have enough. That is not good. Not good at all. But over here, I do bring over some DTs, getting rid of this expansion. Taking on a couple of Marauders here. He's going to be able to take out my natural expansion yet again. But I do have some DTs over here in the base, cleaning up. Oh, and he manages to snipe both of those Templars before they can get any storm off. And look at this, the probes coming over to try and save the day. Probes are just not having a great day this game. First they get owned by Reapers and now Marines and Marauders, and I somehow managed to fend off that attack with very little supply in food count with the units, and I pushed Spun down to 125 when he was near 180 in food. Let me take a look at the units lost production. 132 units lost for Spun and 104 down for me. A lot of those being probes. A lot of those being probes. I will say I'm doing a decent job at holding him off, but it's basically just holding off the inevitable. I am going to lose this game. It's just how there's just no way. Just not a chance in holy hell. If Jesus himself told, hey, Jeff, no, just get out of the computer chair. Give me the mice. Yeah, give me the mice. Give me the mice. Yes, Jeff. No, give me the mouse and keyboard. Okay? I'm Jesus. Get the hell out of the chair before I take you to hell, and you will burn forever. Give me the mouse and keyboard, and let me play. I don't think Jesus could get out of this kind of mess. That is what kind of doo-doo I am in right now. Trying to get up another gateway. He's going to ping off my Dark Shrine, a couple of DTs in the base, but at this point, he's got to have plenty of scan to be able to see these DT. When is he going to take a scan in here? Is he going to put a scan down? Yes, he does. But unfortunately, as he's doing it, he lifts off his units, and that scan is actually going to be able to, is going to finish off here. He's not going to be able to see these DT. And look at that. I hold off yet another attack. Oh, I didn't see this. Sour about that. Oh, come on, Jeff. Get off a storm already. At least save them. Man, Spun is struggling against the DTs, but this is inevitable. This is just inevitable. I am gonna die at this point. You know what this calls for? Some epic background music. Let me hit that epic background music. Yeah. Oh yeah. So epic. What a game this is, Spun. Borderline toying with me in the end of this game. I was dead since the beginning after that massive attack. I do have DTs, but that is really not going to do it. And I throw it to GG and leave the game. And ladies and gentlemen, Spun, the winner of this best of 3 series. I'm sure you're going to see a lot more of these against high-level players, kind of doing this best of 3 thing. It's a great way for me to practice. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am slowly starting to get the mechanics down a little bit more of the game in the game, and you know, I'm pretty pleased that I was able to hold my own for as long as I did in all 3 games. They all lasted actually fairly long, and I had a fun run with it. But anyways, this is MaximusBlack. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to subscribe to this channel and show your support, and of course, like this video if you enjoyed the series and you'd like to see more. MaximusBlack. Peace out.